Okay, so we're going to be talking about the Tascam and the MPC. You can do this with other models as well, depending on the different models here of the Tascam. You might have different outputs and inputs, but with the MPC is pretty much the same. The way I'm connecting these two is via USB. Got that plugged in the back right there. Go into your menu, preferences. There's the audio device. You'll see it right there. I have 32 inputs selected, so I can use all 32 inputs. Well, actually, the 22 inputs of the Tascam to sample into the MPC. We have these selectors here, which are for the line input, the USB input, and whatever is recorded into the SD card, into the recorder here. I don't have a lot of mics plugged in here, but I can plug the Rhodes into any of these. Let's say I want to plug it into 11 right there. I just go into an audio track or to the sampler or to the looper. It really, any section of the MPC that has an input, you can just go there and say, okay, I want to receive signal from 11. You just choose it. There you go. Got to increase this a little bit. You got a bypass here on all channels, so you can bypass the compressor and the EQ if you want. So it's pretty simple, and if you want to sample something into the MPC, you just sample it in. Once that's sampled, stop recording, drop it on any pad that you want. Let me choose just, I'll put it on this, program 1, keep, it's right there. Okay. Very simple, so whenever you want to record anything into the MPC, any channel is always available just by the pushing of a fader. I was sampling from here, but I can go into, again, the looper if I want, choose the inputs that I want, or I can go into an audio track as well and say that I want the input 11, right? Got it right there. Make sure that's coming in. And then I can also route it to any of these channels. So that's one of the cool things as well, which makes this machine even more versatile. So check this. I can send it to output 1 and 2. I can lower this. The volume is right now is right there. I'm sorry, I've ordered a DI box so I don't get these ground noises. So right now, you got this signal actually flowing in, but not reaching this. So it's not playing here, it's playing from these channels, all right? So if I change this, if I cut all this, you'll notice that this is not actually affecting the sound at all. But now my signal is actually here. So, and that means that I have these to play with. Let's look at it this way. If I have my Rhodes connected right here and I'm using the outputs of the MPC, I can still use the instrument input here with that level, but send this signal instead of routing it through here because this is being used by input 1 and 2. I can send this to another channel, right? So let's say I want to route it actually back to that 11. Let's say I want the 11. It could be any other channel. I'm going to route it to this row right here. So I'm going to push this up. I'm going to say that this is going to go out to 11, right? And now we have the signal back here. Make sure that now you put it to USB because the audio coming into the channel now is from the MPC. Oh, sorry, I got to change this. Don't forget to change that because the input now is input 1. So back to input 1. There you go. So now we got that signal. So everything can be routed inside of the MPC. Remember that. Make sure that this is set to the middle. I'm sorry, I had this to the side. We can drive the signal up a bit more if we want. Okay. Okay, and that's it. And of course, we can add effects here. If I want to pull up the reverb, I can do that. If you're not even bothered about passing the signal through the EQs or the auxiliaries or the subgroups, then you can just sample straight in, because all these inputs can be routed inside of the MPC. So even if you have this to USB, that signal will still go inside of the MPC, and you can process it inside of the MPC if you want. Okay, I got the guitar here. What I'm doing is I'm doing the same thing. I'm routing the signal from 2 to 11, and now I got the guitar right here. Another cool thing that I want to try out is that instead of sending it to, because I have this insert right now, which is the electron, and instead of sending it to 11, I'm going to send it to 1 and see if I can catch the insert. So let's send it to 1. Okay? The signal of the guitar is actually going through the insert. This allows you to have so much more versatility for routing inside of this machine. I don't need to be plugging and unplugging the cables, because I can say that this signal is going to route to this specific input. So that is the signal from the electron right there. I can go here to the LFO, make it go faster or slower if I want. The inserts here reflect as well the outputs that you set on the MPC. So remember, you're going to be working with both machines at the same time to say which inputs go to which channels. If you don't want to go through all of that, it's fine. You just connect this like that to line, and whatever signal is coming through here is going to reach all the way down to the faders. But if you put this to USB, you can always tell the MPC where you want your routings to go. I got the Moog on 3 and 4 right there, okay? If I pull it up, you'll be able to hear the guitar, I assume, if I just open this up. So right now you're hearing the effect of the Moog. Okay, so what's happening here? Basically, because I'm sending the signal into this channel is now sending the signal into the auxiliary 1. Auxiliary 1 is going into the input of the Moog, and I do that so I can use the effects inside of the Moog. All right, so the Moog is connected right there, and that's why when I pull it up, you'll hear the effects from the Moog. I can turn off the heat right there so you can hear just the effects from the Moog. So this is the Moog's effects. The guitar without anything. The Moog. This works a bit like parallel effects, but I can take the sound off of the main and just use the sound of the effects if I want. I can go into the sampler and go into the inputs 3 and 4 right there. I got the signal right there. Yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the some of these ideas. Let me know how you're using your Tascam, and if you're wondering about if you should buy one or not, definitely consider it, because this will open up some interesting routing possibilities inside of your MPC ecosystem. It doesn't need to be a big one like this. Other models can also do this. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.